This JPZ No Cap Podcast CEO, and I'm here with my guest.
Yo, it's a dysfunctional member of the MOP First Family. Nigga, you know Snake Eyes, co-owner, co-founder of Solely Sporty, Taj World Entertainment, man. Real rap, no cap. Let's get to it.
I'm saying that was a lot, but he's spitting that shit, yeah. That was a lot. He's spitting that shit, though. He ain't just a rapper.
I had to practice that shit.
He ain't just a rapper, you know what I mean?
Like a motherfucker for like 2 weeks, too. I was like, God damn, I got a lot of shit I got to say. Let me get it all out. All right, we good, though.
Nick, I'm saying, man, what's good with you?
Oh, man, all kinds of stuff, man. Got my hands in a whole bunch. Of course, you know, Solely Sporty, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partners, we
Good fabric.
Yeah. Looking fresh in it already. Yeah,
that's what I do.
You know, recently we teamed up. John Sally joined our team and all of that.
Big
you know, he's one of the partners with the whole movement and everything. So, you know, we've been, you know, getting ready for our next couple moves, doing some new designs and everything. Outside of that, you know, also I've been working on an album. You know, first one back in a while, you know what I'm saying?
I heard.
Yeah, because
Saints to Sinners, what's going on with that?
Saint and Sinner, that's just where I'm at right now. You know, like I'm that dude that, you know, sit here and smoke and drink with you, but, you know, I mess around and get up and go to church in the morning still, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, I used to think church people was so fake, you know what I'm saying? So I stayed away, but then I realized, like, yo, everybody in there messed up just like me, including the pastor. We all just there trying to get it right. We in process, you know, and Saint and Sinner, the whole message is with the album is to just let everybody know you ain't too far away from God, you know what I'm saying? He love all of us, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and I'm in process just like everybody else. If you actually read the Bible the way it actually is written and not the way they whitewash it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, like, David had an affair, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, you know, most people are only familiar with him knocking down the giant, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Paul was cussing and cutting people's, not Paul, Peter was cussing and cutting everybody's ear off and all kinds of stuff like that. You got Mary Magdalene that was prostitutes. I mean, all these people had a part to play with Jesus and his whole movement, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Saint and Sinners with me is kind of like me in the process, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm in a transition, especially like from the way I used to be. I mean, like, back in the day, you listen to some of my older stuff, I used to say a lot of crazy stuff. I think I even went as far as saying I was an atheist on one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Yeah, word. You know what I'm saying? Testimony. Like oh, yeah, I ain't had no sense, though. I was like, you know what I'm saying? And that was, but, you know, that's kind of where I was at that time. Now I'm kind of, you know, I'm a businessman now, you know what I'm saying? And even the music that I'm making nowadays, it's changed compared to the way it used to be. You know, because initially, I mean, when I really stepped on the scene, I was like doing a lot of mixtape stuff and featuring, and I hooked up with MOP during the whole G Unit thing.
I was just about to say that First Family, right?
Yeah, and you know, those is my big brothers.
Rappers get they little heads gas, Getty, so I'ma have to get up in that ass, wedgie, and show them I've been ahead of my class. Test me and get matched out, beating the trash. You won't be, so I'll serve it on a platter. Go and kidnap you, wrap you in some rope and gag you. Rolling with gorillas who will really go bananas. So before this shit is over, you gon' really know the rapture. I'm sadistic, I leave you more than fracture. Wet your ass up like a river water rafter. When it comes to rap,
they've been there. They've been, like, the way I initially met them, like, we had a mutual acquaintance that kind of introduced us or whatever. But the first time I actually met them, I walked into the wrong studio session. You know what I'm saying?
And what was this at?
Mirror Image out of New York, 44th and 9th. And I walked into their session, and they were getting interviewed by Mike Rappaport, and you know, my cousin of all people, but I got family all over the industry.
I was just about to ask you, not to cut you off, what's your backstory on music?
Oh,
Give me your backstory.
Oh, my backstory. I mean, probably started actually writing raps at like 10, and then you know I have a lot of you know family in the business. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was just kind of inevitable that I would get into music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like Rich Nice is my cousin, you know,
Okay.
and at the time he was when I first got in the game, he was like an A&R for DTP or something like that, and doing consulting for Sony and everything. And you know, I'm around D Sonoram. D Sonoram was at that time he was running Koch or whatever, Koch Entertainment, and then now he's actually like the VP of 300 Entertainment or some shit right now.
Yeah, that's an independent company.
Yeah. Shout out to D. He's doing a lot of things. I mean, like, you know, I could just go on and on with all the family that I just had in you know, strategic places. You know what I'm saying? That kind of walked me in some doors, and you know what I'm saying, I made a lot of connections between doing music and then, you know, which translated to the clothing stuff. You know,
Yeah, I was seeing you had a lot of features, like coming up, Rod Digger, Wu-Tang, like you had a lot of MOP, you had a lot of people around you in the industry. Like what made you? I can't say that, but you met, like you said, you met them through like running through the wrong studio and ended up bumping heads with them. But what made you like say fuck it, I'm gonna take this shit serious, this rap shit serious?
I guess when I realized I wasn't going to be tall enough to make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I used to hoop, and you know what I'm saying, I even went as far as I played in Piscataway. I played for Piscataway High.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? As a 2-guard.
Where you from, Snake? Give him a little background about you.
Oh man, that's a whole lot. That's about as long as my intro, man. Nah, I originally like grew up like in Newark, right around the corner from Weequahic Park. Then I moved to California, and I stayed out there for a while. And that's actually, I learned how to rap in Cali, which bugs people out because I'm like, you know.
Who you was fucking with when you was out there?
In Cali? Oh man, I mean just you know, just friends, family. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, I didn't. A lot of my West Coast contacts came from my cousin Shady Ray. He was around the time. He was like out there during the time like where Death Row was like Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of them that was there. So, you know, he knew a lot of people. That's how I got introduced to Slip Capone. He was on Snoop Dogg's album Murder Was the Case. From Dog Pound. I heard, you know, he got all kinds of stuff with Nate Dogg, all that. Slip is R.I.P. He passed. Red Rum,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, banging
Right.
on wax, you know what I'm saying, and he ran around that Death Row circle too. Like, it seemed like that during that era, all the rappers in the West Coast somehow was like with Death Row.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they even pulled Hammer at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Suge had the choke on him.
Yeah. But I got to know and work with some of those cats, and which was great, especially like Red Rum. Like he had did his last time he came out here. Usually he come out, he stayed with my cousins, or he stayed with us. And last time he came out, he stayed with us. And you know, I was working on Saint and Sinner, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Rum, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need a verse right now, because my man, he had a studio or whatever.
Okay.
And we was all staying at his house. So I got that last verse out of Red Rum. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, it's a shame he ain't here, but it's gonna make the album.
Oh, so you put it on the Saint Center album?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
gonna be on the album. Like, he spit that last verse with me. You know what I'm saying? He
So you
brought
got something
it.
special then?
And he brought it, you know what I'm saying? I had to just make sure that comes out all the way tight, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, yeah, like, you know, so besides my West Coast connection, I came back to Jersey, and that, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, Plainfield, stayed on over there by Rock and Third, you know what I'm saying, and all that.
Oh, so you know about Jersey?
Yeah, and then after that, I did like my freshman year out there, and then I moved to the Virgin Islands. I moved to St. Thomas, And I lived there for a little while and came back, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I say I moved around a whole lot. So, you know what I'm saying? I represent all of that, you know what I'm saying? Because all of it played a part in making me, you know, me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you do like a couple songs behind the scenes. You let me listen to your couple songs on the album. You do have a unique style. I told you that when we were listening to it. I'm like, damn. I'm like, nigga, you switching your style up on every song, nigga. Damn. You feel what I'm saying? But I like it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. You know what I mean? It's always good to hear something different. I mean, not to hear the same shit. You know what I mean? But what inspired you to be a rapper? Just because you was around a lot of people that was in the industry, your uncle, like you said, I heard you say earlier. So what inspired you to be a rapper?
Well, in California, I was in the cipher, my very first cipher ever. You know, cats was beatboxing or whatever, and I came out and I said a rhyme freestyle off the top of my head, and what I said made the whole crowd go, oh, and I kind of fell in love with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole crowd.
I might got some shit with me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I started, you know what I'm saying, rocking it. And I still, it's kind of funny because I don't really get out just spitting randomly like that with people or for people. But every so often when I do and a crowd goes off, I feel like I'm right back there. Like I loved the crowd reaction. Like, and that's a sign of a very skilled MC when you can make a whole crowd of people react.
Heckle.
You know what I'm saying? Like all together at the same time. There's an art to that. You know what I'm saying? And I like that part. But besides that, what made me go serious with writing rhymes for real was Dre and Snoop. Really, I was a huge fan of that Death Row movement.
Because you was around it. You was around there at that time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got out, the time I got out there was during, actually when NWA, I remember when I first got out there, I was hearing their underground tapes out there, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that may have been the first time I had been exposed to like gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? Because I was young as hell, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing Ice Cube, here's a little something about a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, before that shit, I was listening to like Kid and Play. you know what I'm saying? Like listen, Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff.
Listening to your archives, like, who was your best collab? Or what collab did you like the most? And why?
Collab with me and somebody or just a rapper?
You and a rapper.
And me
like
and
a
rapper?
mainstream rapper. Like, person you'd be like, damn, I thought I'd never get a verse from him. Or you know what I mean?
Oh, man. Man, that's a tough one. You know, because like
your archive got a lot of mainstream rappers.
Yeah, a lot of them, because they just come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I must say, I definitely really like the one I did with Fred the Godson.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And and it's funny, we wasn't even in the studio together when we did it. You know what I'm saying? And
one of the bar kings.
You know what I'm saying? And so, because I had to lay my verse down. I had a session with MOP later on that night. And so I laid my verse. I couldn't wait around for Fred, but Fred came and he laid his part, and you know, we came up with that record, and then I like maybe a little while later, I finally met him after we did that track, and you know, he remembered exactly who I was. He's like, oh, Snake Eyes. He's like, yo, you know, saying he gave me my props. And I told him, I was like, yo, Fred, I think I got to be honest, I might be a little biased, but I think you spit your best verse with me.
You think so? He spit some hard verses.
I mean, his verse with me is my favorite from him. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He caught a nice vibe off me. You know what I'm saying? With what I left him, because I left him like the skeleton, and then he came in and filled the track in. You know what I'm saying? But I at least got to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, before he passed, that was crazy too. You know what I'm saying? Because I you know, like, I heard that he had real bad asthma, so that whole COVID thing coming around, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, people like him was
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, that was crazy. But besides that, like Rod Digger was a fun feature.
I was just about to ask that. Rod, she like that.
Rod Digger, that's another one. I just kind of got a phone call and I was asked if, hey, you want to do a song with Rod Digger? I'm like, yeah, like, of course. Why the fuck wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did that joint. She came to the studio and her vibe was just so cool. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you know what I'm saying, like the kind of chick, her energy, you'd be calling her like big sis in no time. You know what I'm saying? Like her energy was real good. But of course, you know, when I do stuff with the First Family, the whole MOP, Teflon, you know what I'm saying, Fox Boogie, you know what I'm saying, like MOP, like it's been great to just know them. You know what I'm saying? Like those are like, they became my big brothers. They're my mentors. They're my friends. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when we all collab together, when we working together.
I heard some shit. I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I showed you the one for the new album.
Man,
you know
listen, that shit gonna be fire. Like that shit.
Yeah,
that shit
man.
fire. You feel me?
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated and inspired to continue in this rap industry?
You know what? It's just music. As far as me, it's just something inside that I feel like I just have to get out. I don't really think
you
I
express
need
yourself like your like the stuff, because like you said, your next album is called Saint to Sinner. So you feel like expressing yourself through this music. You express yourself through the music.
Yeah, even some of the wildest shit I say on tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like believe me, I thought about it, I did it, or you know what I'm saying, or I'm around it and heard stories. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of, like, all my projects kind of show where I was at the time. Like my very first project was Metal Gear, and that one there had me. First of all, I love the video game. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The main character's name is Solid Snake. Soon as I played that, I said, yo, my first project gonna be called Metal Gear, and I abbreviated Gear for Get Everything and Run. And that's kind of the mentality that I had back then. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was the next up. You know what I'm saying? Like I got in the game, and you know, I had features with rappers that I used to listen to. Like I was a huge Boot Camp Click fan, and I eventually met Louisville Slugger. You know what I'm saying? And Louisville, me and Louisville got so cool. I look at him almost like family now. You know, and the thing about Louisville is, like, I got so cool with him that I forgot I was a fan, and he took me to a boot camp show they was doing at SOBs, and it's my first time meeting all of them, even Sean Price that passed. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace, Sean Price.
Yeah, man. And I met all of them, and you know, meeting Rockness, because Rock was one of my favorite. Rock and Louisville was my two favorite. But watching that show, I knew every word to every song that they performed, and I had to call Louisville the next day. I'm like, God damn, nigga, you my nigga and everything, but yo, I gotta give respect where it's due. I was a fan first, like, you know what I'm saying, and me and you got so cool that I kind of forgot that I was a fan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So Louisville's another. I always love collaborating with him. I mean, I be doing a lot of collaborations.
Yeah, I was just about to say that you have a lot of collabs with a lot of
I do.
mainstream artists.
Yeah, man. I had a lot of collaborations.
But before we get into the, you know, the clothing business you got going on here, I'm saying you're a little fly right now, man. You got some shit on, man. Let's get into this flex cam, man. We'll be right back, man. You hear me?
I would nigga. One.
Got a good heart, but I got a dark soul. Love fast women when they ride it so slow. And I keep heat cause the diamond's so cold. So this fortune, so I don't sleep. I gotta stay woke, I gotta get mine. I'm tryna live love, I wanna live rich, so I gotta make more. So this fortune, impossible is a myth.
So these sports sheet, man. Let's talk about it, man.
All right.
Get into that, man. What's going on, man?
Oh, man.
Holla at me about it.
Yeah.
So these sports sheet, I got it on. Nice sweater. You know what I mean? Look,
Yeah, you know, that whole clothing thing was some. It almost feels like we kind of just fell into this shit, but it's just like the universe is conspiring to work with us with this whole thing. Cause like, you know, I remember I got the designs that Lux did, or Lux and Michael Cherry, you know what I'm saying, had put together for the brand, and I had Lux like, are we actually doing this? And he's like, yeah, we about to do, you know, so.
Why, you ain't like the design, or like?
Oh, no, we was not even on that frequency at the time.
Oh, okay.
Just this nigga just hollered at a designer and started putting together, you know, shirts, the first couple of shirts that we did. You know what I'm saying? And we got them made overseas. And when they came, I remember when the samples that came in, and I got to feel with the fabric. It was like this is some good.
Yeah, fabric crazy. Y'all go reach out. You know what I mean? Get y'all a couple items.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see y'all got Ja Rule, John Sally, Mark Ingram. It's a lot of people y'all got supporting y'all brand. So like, I can't say that y'all still underground. Y'all mainstream, because y'all got a lot of mainstream people rocking y'all shit. So, like you said, like you and your silent partners, or if you want to say their names, whatever.
They're not
silent
no,
partner. Okay, whatever. If you want to say their names.
JS Dot Corner, John Sally, and CB Blake. You know what I'm saying? Like these all, you know, we all building this brand together. You know, like it looks, you know, we're still in the building process, because we really want to go to the top with this. You know what I'm saying? And we've been fortunate because that's why they're not silent partners. My partners also did music, and this is how we got a lot of the contacts between us to get products placed here, there, and everywhere. You know, just through some people we know that help us out with a bunch of stuff, like June Balloon. You know, June Balloon, he pulls a lot of contacts for us. Village was doing some stuff. You know, this was just a collaborative team effort. You know, Kalia Clark, she's done celebrity publicist. She's done some product placement for us and things like that. But this is like, you know what I'm saying? It almost feels like there's a divine assistance with, because like some of the things we do, like when we were in the conception stage, it almost looked like some of the stuff is impossible to get off, like that we have done. It looked impossible, and I guess
nothing is never impossible.
Exactly, that's our slogan. Impossible is a myth.
Yeah. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's our slogan. Everything. Because if you actually seen the way we move and get some things off, like we don't even believe it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know, one that would really caught my attention. I woke up, my phone was lit up on every social network that I'm on and everything, and I look and I see 50 wearing it. I was like, yo, that was crazy, because he was probably like one of the first ones that actually had my phone lit up when he did that shit. He shot like a little video promoting his champagne with one of our
shit, yeah.
With one of he two videos, because the Branson, because he was doing a signing, a bottle signing.
Okay.
Or something like that, and he had some of our shirts on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like that was huge. I kind of looked at that like, okay, this impossible is a myth shit is like for real. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, you know. And then, you know, we had Fabio Foreign modeling. You know what I'm saying? Justin Combs, Casanova. I mean,
Cass, I seen that.
Yeah.
Cass had the tiger shit on. I remember when he promoted that.
You know
I just ain't know it was you at the time, but I'm like, damn. I'm like, who the fuck is that? That shit fly. You know what I'm saying? Casanova had that shit on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Y'all had a lot of celebrities rock y'all shit, so
yeah,
it's not like.
You know, another one I was shocked was Lamar Odom. When I seen Lamar Odom wearing, first of all, I didn't even know. To be quite honest, I didn't even know that we made sweatsuits that big. This nigga's like 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know we made. I seen this shit, and it was like, I think it was like on one of them news joints, and he's wearing it. I seen this nigga with the Soli right in the front, and I had to call my partners. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? Like I didn't even think we made them that big.
But you gotta realize John Sally is one of the...
Impossible is a myth, dog.
It's a myth.
Like,
That's a myth, bro.
Because like initially, I remember right after we did the shoot with Casanova, it was Fame's birthday party. And so we're kind of like unveiling the whole Salty Sporty. We have a company, we pushing it and shit, right? So it was at some bar out in, I think it was Brooklyn. Joe Fatal had a spot, or he had a night at a spot or something, and he threw Fame's birthday party there. So, you know, we take Fame's birthday party in the spot. We had to take the opportunity to advertise. You know what I'm saying? So we had made some flyers with Casanova. We scattered them all throughout the club and all that. But we got the shit on. So it must have really caught people's attention all in there, because they came up to us and like, yo, this y'all? Like, yeah, this is our company. And the first one says, you got anything for the big niggas? I just put my head down. I was like, oh man, like, you know how expensive it is to make some shit for like
2X,
2X, 3X. No, this nigga was not no 2. A lot of our stuff, especially in the beginning, they was like Euro sizes. So they.
I was just about to ask you that, not to cut you off. Like, what separates you guys from other clothing brands?
Truth be told, I don't know. Could be Mystique. I don't know.
Why you say that?
I mean, you know, because there's a lot of good people out there that are doing some things. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we no different from any of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, and I don't look at it on some competition shit or nothing like that, because when you really look at like the major marketing brands, you'll see like Reebok and Nike, they all getting money in Foot Locker, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody backbiting the, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I hope we all win. You know what I mean? But like with us, we've just been fortunate to move things, and our product placement is pretty freaking good. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of added to the whole mystique, because you know, people see, of course, you keep talking about that Ja Rule one. People saw that Ja Rule joint. Psh, you kidding me? Like, yo, just. And I think he posted it too. You know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, boom, we out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, that shit was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. That all black leather shit, that shit was fire.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I was almost gonna wear it today too. Right. Just because I just knew you loved it. You need like also like, yo, you need to see
I
this
ain't
shit
gonna
in person.
hold you. I probably would have asked you, is that my size? I knew that. You know what I'm saying? But that shit fire. Like that all black leather shit, that shit fire. Like, I'm a fashionable person myself. Like, I like to get dressed. Like, when I wake up, I think about what I'm gonna put on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I always tell my son, like, when you walk out the house, you represent me. So when he walk out the house, like, you ain't gonna catch that nigga on a bad day.
Yeah, nah, you
I'm
can't.
talking about drawers, socks,
You can't.
whatever you want to name. You ain't gonna catch that nigga on a bad day.
You gotta be ready.
I ain't gonna hold you. My son, he makes sure that shit look good.
Yes,
you
sir.
know what I'm saying? So even like when I go out, people be like, yo, you remind me of you when you was younger. And I'll be like, cuz, I ain't like to get caught on a bad day. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want a motherfucker to even say nothing bad about me.
Like, why would you? I don't understand how some niggas could just walk around bummy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying you got.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, granted, you, it's like you said, you don't want nobody catching you in no off situation.
Yeah, but see, not even just me. Like, I always been like that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like.
No, but that makes sense to me,
I
though.
contact that, like, it's like to the point where it's like.
Yeah, gotta be fly.
You ain't gonna say that. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? I don't give a fuck, like, if it's ass. You feel what I'm saying? It could be an ass brand. But when I put it on, it's going, I'm making that shit.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it look good.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Everybody
It's gonna be
can't do
like.
that.
It's gonna be like, damn, what's that? Because I had a lot of motherfuckers ask me today, like, yo, where you get that sweater from? You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, I got it from my man. You feel what I'm saying? Solely Sporty. You know what I mean? You can go holler at him. He got a website. You can go, get it, whatever.
Yeah.
They like, oh damn, like I thought that was a Coogee. So y'all fabric is close to the Coogee era. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a little similar.
I liked
you feel
Coogee
what I'm
back in the day. I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you
I
got to.
definitely used to wear a lot of
Because Coogee is one of the best sweater brands out there. You feel what I'm saying? Not just sweater brands, clothing lines, period. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they don't just
I
got
used to love
sweaters.
the multicolored joints.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
With the Scully.
The Scully joint?
What?
That's why I was just about to ask you, like, you don't want to do the Scully joints with the sweaters? What?
You know what? We did. We actually had one So like the shirt that you like from John Sally or whatever. Lux has
Red blue joint.
He has a 1 of 1. He got the Scully to match that shit.
That's what.
Yes, he
I'm saying,
did.
man.
That's just a 1 of 1. You know, even I'm looking like, damn, I wish I'd have got that.
If you don't mind, let the people know where they can find it at.
Yeah, you can find us on www.soldi, SOLDI-SPORCHI.com. Other than that, follow the page on Instagram at soldi_sporchy. And just follow me. You see most of the time I'm posting it at Snake Eyes, at Snake IIZ. And, just tap in. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, man, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, y'all material is different from a lot of people. Like, even putting this shit on, I'm like, damn, this shit feel like, you know what I mean? It feel like it's luxury. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit you put on, you be like, oh, I'm gonna wash this shit gonna shrink. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you get them clothing brands type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people have that. And it's no disrespect to no other clothing brand.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like, when I look at it, I be like, damn, like, this shit is authentic. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah, man.
What makes you guys solely sporty? What makes you guys keep up with the trend of what's going on in today's world? Because you might have fitted clothes one day, you might have baggy clothes one day, you might have hoodies that's, you know what I mean, this and that. You know what I mean? What makes y'all different?
Well, I mean, we definitely do pay attention to trends, and but we still kind of authentic to ourselves. Like, I don't really feel like if I wouldn't wear it, you know what I'm saying, myself, then I don't think we should put it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of true to, because it doesn't matter, like, if baggy pants starts coming back and everything.
Well, it's coming back because they don't call it baggy or boot cut. They call it stack. Skinny stacks or shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
And well, regardless of whatever it is, I'll see if I like it, I'll move towards it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's at the end of the day, like, you gotta be true to yourself. If you know what I'm saying? If that's like, I don't get say, oh, I only wear these kind of pants or only wear this kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, there's certain shit I'm just not gonna wear. You know what I'm saying? Let's just start there. I'm not beat for wearing nobody's dress. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely
I'm gonna say that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with none of that. However, I'm open to, you know what I'm saying, fashion, and this shit look fly, it's eye-catching. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'll rock it.
Yeah. So, so it's not like it's kind of keeping up with the trends, but not really. Setting the trends. I guess that's one thing.
I was just about to ask that. So y'all not keeping up with trends, y'all setting
them.
Yeah,
we kind of setting the trends now. We've got to the point where we starting to do that part.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's the whole goal. That's how you do anything special in the world. You know what I'm saying? You got to set a trend. You got to just carve your own lane. And all that just comes with being authentic to yourself and who you are, or if you're talking about a brand, or what your brand is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be 10 toes down behind that shit.
So you don't look at yourself as a rapper or a clothing designer. You look at yourself as a mogul. I'm asking.
I would like to consider myself that one day. I have a long way to go before I could boast something like that. But it's a goal. It's a goal, yeah.
It looked like you moving. You know what I'm saying? Because that Saint the Center shit, your album is like behind the scenes, like, you don't let me hear a lot of shit, and like, I'm not gonna give them everything, but shit is different. You feel what I'm saying? So
being true to myself.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, but he didn't tell y'all he also having a pool party coming up.
Whoa.
So whenever you guys are reaching out, we definitely are. And I'm not saying myself, but him, Snake, Solely Sporty, is having a swimming pool, get together. You know what I mean? It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. But you know what I'm saying, that's a private affair.
Listen,
That's a private affair.
he said it's
You know what I'm
private.
saying? I message you,
But
I give you an invite, but you know what I'm saying?
He said it's private, but if you reach out, you more than welcome. You know what I mean? It's gonna be tickets available. You know what I mean? So
Nah,
know what
it's
I
a
mean?
private affair. It's a private
it's
affair.
gonna be a little something. We're gonna
But
shoot. What video you might be shooting to that?
actually, I'm calling the song "I Am." I am. Impossible is a myth.
Okay.
It's actually kind of just my little ode to the clothing line. You know,
Okay.
about I mean, you hear me on the record. I shout it out quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's going on. This is like where I'm at in my life. You know what I'm saying? We pushing the clothing. We we got our hands in some other ventures that I'm not going. I don't want to speak about at the moment, but it could be something very, very lucrative and something even as different as music or clothing. Like what I'm saying. So yeah, we got a couple of irons on the fire, but to call myself a mogul at this time, no. I'm not.
so?
I'm working on it though. I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be out here. This is no cap. I'm not gonna be out here like, yeah, doing it. Like, nah, man.
I'm
like,
glad you said that because one thing we don't do on here is no BS, no filter, no cap. It was a pleasure having you on here, man. You be easy, Snake, man.
Word.